What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. A newer type of video I have for you guys today, the top 10 cards in the game currently. Wanted to do this more at the beginning of October so we can set sort of a monthly updated, like a refreshed rankings. But if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I upload basically every day. It includes no money spent. Yes, you see the coins in the top right, you see the overall. This is a full no money spent account. We upload that every day, as well as a market video, because that's where I make my coins about once or twice a week. By the way, I wanted to let you guys know, if the graphics on the screen, like the text, are too basically like out there, too bulky, let me know down in the comments below. I will tinker with them for the next ranking video. But let's not waste any time. Let's hop into the rankings. Coming in at number 10 is going to be the best running back currently in the game, and that is Cordarrelle Patterson. You see the theme teams on the screen. You see the price, $140K on Xbox, $160 on PlayStation, 91 speed, 88 change direction, 88 break tackle. What I believe sets him apart from Reggie Bush, the second best running back in the game, is that 238 pounds compared to 205 that is Reggie Bush. He just is able to fall forward and break a little bit more tackles. Basically, just the fall forward aspect of it just adds that extra. I mean, 35 pounds is quite a lot. But in terms of the archetype now, you have elusive back for Cordarrelle Patterson instead of receiving back for Reggie Bush and some other running backs. I believe elusive back is the best archetype just because backfield master is currently not really used, just because the routes of the backfield aren't that good in this year's game. But backfield mismatch basically does the trick. Some other abilities I'd use are grab and go and then spin cycle. You have elusive, you have that ability on Cordarrelle Patterson, put that in the tier 3, as well as backfield mismatch in tier 2, which is what I am rocking. Now, for all the players on this ranking, I'm not going to have clips for every single one of them, just because I've never played with them, but I just don't have clips currently of them. So you're going to see some clips for some players, some for others as well. I'll be going over a alternative, basically a cheap alternative for every card. But in this clip, it shows Cordarrelle Patterson just has that extra weight that makes him a little bit better than Reggie Bush, and he's at a pretty cheap option, 140K. But for a cheaper option for the budget players, Travis Etienne is only -1 speed. He is the same elusive back, and you can get him for just under 65K on Xbox. By the way, I am recording this Friday night, so the prices might actually be cheaper tomorrow with Vick and Charles Woodson being in packs. Moving on to number 9, it is going to be what I think is the best free safety. I know he's a strong safety, but I move him over to free safety with position change, and that is going to be Maye of the New York Jets, his only theme team that is. 420K on both platforms, the only limited time card actually on this list, and for a limited time card at 93 overall being the best, I think, free safety in the game, 420K isn't the worst price. I know it's expensive, but for a limited time card, it's not the worst price. Now, why do I have Maye basically above Sean Taylor when it comes to the best free safety? And it is for a couple reasons. 91 speed, I think Sean Taylor has 91 speed, maybe 92, I might be wrong, but the main thing is the zone coverage. Maye has 93 zone, Sean Taylor has 87. You just can't get Sean Taylor up to 90 zone unless you have both the zone strat cards, like speed plus zone strat cards basically, and I don't expect you guys to have that. So Maye, that 90 plus zone is the difference maker in terms of playing a deep third, a deep middle, reacting fast in the zones. It makes the complete difference. Basically, you can have a card with 85 speed and 90 zone, and he will react faster and he will feel faster on the field against a card with 95 speed and 80 zone. It just, zone coverage, you need that 90 overall threshold to hit it. But in terms of a alternative cheaper option, now all these are alternative like budget cards will be under 100K, by the way, and it is going to be Micah Hyde, the cheapest free safety with that 90 plus zone threshold. He is about 75K on Xbox. Now I know he's a little slow, but I really think having 90 plus zone is more important. If you can get Sean Taylor up to 90 zone, either that theme team strat cards, I think he is better than Maye because he has, I think, +1 speed, as well. He's a little taller and he is better in the box. Maye just being a little weak in terms of his block share. That's like the only significant con of the Maye card. But Maye number 9, the best free safety in the game. Let's move on to number 8. Coming in at number 8 is going to be my most controversial ranking on this list, and it's going to be Vick. He currently comes out in a couple of hours. His price is probably going to be too much as shown on the screen. I think in around 900K, but why is Vick the best QB on this list? Now, certain abilities are going to make him the best QB. Certain abilities I think are going to make him very average, and that's why he's down at number 8. His basically difference between the next best escape artist QB is just not that big of a leap in terms of if you use escape artist, because if you use escape artist or a card like Vince Young, those type of cards, man. Escape Artist is not going to make Michael Vick a game changer of a QB. It's just, when you have Escape Artist, your speed almost feels like it's just 95, but that's going to be for every card. So Vince Young and Cam Newton have like 85, 86 speed. They're going to feel almost as fast as Michael Vick when rolling out of the pocket, basically. But if you use Pass Lead Elite on Michael Vick, you're basically going to have, I think, built-in Escape Artist with 92 speed stock. What makes him different and better than Dan Marino, Zach Wilson, Josh Allen is he has that Pass Lead Elite, basically the same as Dan Marino, Gunslinger for Josh Allen and Zach Wilson, but he has like plus 10 speed. He has plus 15 speed on Dan Marino. Built gives him that basically you have two game-breaking abilities in Pass Lead Elite and Escape Artist. So that's how I would use Michael Vick, and that's why he, I think, is going to be the best QB in the game, but he's not going to be that much of a difference because really, if you are a pocket QB, Dan Marino and Zach Wilson will get the job done. That plus 10 speed isn't going to be that much of a game changer as people think. And then Escape Artist, it's really not that much of a difference between Vince Young and Cam Newton. And that is going to be actually our first. I'm going to give you two budget options for Michael Vick. First one is going to be Cam Newton. If you use Escape Artist and you like to scramble and run with your QB, he is going to give you 90% of what Michael Vick does, but for a fraction, 10% of the price. He's going to come in at about 100,000 coins. You probably get him up for 95,000 or less on Xbox. But Cam Newton, the budget option for you Escape Artist QBs, and for you pocket passers, it's going to be very simple. Zach Wilson with Gunslinger coming in at about 75 to 80,000 coins, and he still has 82 speed, which is enough. I used Zach Wilson for over a month. It is enough to be able to be mobile in the pocket and scramble. At number 7 is going to be the cornerback Jalen Ramsey from the Gridiron Guardians promo drop. Now, Jalen Ramsey is going to be about 220k on Xbox, 240k on PlayStation, Rams and Jags Steam Team, and he is the total package. 90 speed, he is 6'1", so he has good size, as well as he hits that 90 zone coverage. He's pretty much your all-around cornerback that does everything. What sets him apart, of course, that I like him over Diggs, of course, is going to be that zone coverage. And then Delta O'Neal, he has that, instead of being 5'11", he is 6'1". Okay block shot. I feel like his block shot to be a little higher, but his tackle is very good. But he has both 90 plus man and 90 plus zone, which makes him really, really good. You're going to see in this clip now why 90 zone is so important. But for the best abilities on really any DB, it's pretty much going to be Acrobat, and then you want a second ability, run mid-zone KO. But you see that break on the ball. Jalen Ramsey, 90 plus zone coverage is important and crucial for any defensive back. For a budget option, right at about 105k, it's going to be Patrick Strain, basically a clone of Jalen Ramsey. You're going to get 90 speed powered up, 90 zone powered up, and he's 6'2" with good change of direction and tackling and decent block shed. At number 6 is going to be my highest rated wide receiver on this list, and that is going to be Jerry Rice. Some of the best theme teams in the game, which include Niners and Raiders. 300k on PlayStation, 275k on Xbox, but stat-wise, 91 speed. He is your fastest route runner in the game, as well as he hits the 90 medium and deep running throughout threshold. Does not hit 90 for short running, but he is also 6'2", but the main thing being the 91 speed is the fastest route runner in the game with some of the best theme teams available, which makes him my top-rated receiver. If you want to look at another way for speed, Joey Galloway, I believe, is the fastest, or Andre Rison. And then Calvin Johnson is probably my favorite overall receiver that's not a route runner, that you can still put route tech on. But yeah, ability-wise, you can put Slot Apprentice and route tech for the cheapest AP because of that route running archetype. Makes him my top-rated wide receiver and a must-have in terms of a budget option for that route runner role. Jordan Shipley, 88 speed, about 75k. Put route tech on him and he will fill that route runner role. If you have the Devin Hester, use him. He is a route runner as well as he is free. That's the best case. Cracking the top 5 is going to be another brand new card. It's going to be Charles Woodson, the best cornerback in the game. I will have his price updated in the morning, but I currently, as recording, do not know what it is. But Packers and, of course, that coveted Raiders team just makes him a little bit better than Ramsey. 91 speed, so he has +1 speed on Ramsey. Hits both 90 man, 90 zone threshold, as well as a 90 press. That could be glitchy. Zone archetype, so he'll really get Acrobat in that mid-zone KO for 1 AP, which is very crucial. But I'm not going to go into a budget version of Charles Woodson because I've already gone over a budget version of cornerbacks. But another one would be AJ Bouye or Byron Murphy if you're really on a budget. But Charles Woodson, I'm not going to go too much into detail. Number 5, the best overall corner in the game. Moving on to number 4, might be my favorite card in the game right now, but Jared Cook, the fastest stock speed tight end. You have your pick of theme teams, of course, the best being the Raiders, the Rams, and probably the Titans. And for the price, 140k on PlayStation, 135k on Xbox, he is not too expensive. He is basically a fifth of the price Darren Waller is, which was the best tight end. But he's +1 speed and has the same theme team. So overall, he is a great tight end. He hits that also 90 deep route running threshold. I think he's the only tight end to hit that. 70 run blocking is good enough. And then, of course, he's the fastest tight end in the game. But in terms of gameplay, some abilities I'd put on your tight ends. Now, I don't rock any tight end abilities, but if I were, probably tight end apprentice or matchup nightmare would be the two that I would go to. But, man, Jared Cook Jr., if you are a tight end delay demon, he's the best tight end delayed there is. The fastest tight end you see on this play. He's mobile after the catch. He is just a great tight end and one of my favorite cards in the game. For a budget option of Jared Cook, you have Jimmy Graham at about 70,000 coins. A lot of the same theme teams, 6'7", and only -2 speed with about the same run blocking. So that is going to be your budget option for Jared Cook. Entering the top 3 is going to be the glitchiest player on this list. It's going to be Ted Hendricks. Colts, Raiders, of course, Packers theme team. 330k on both consoles, but man, if there's a card to save up for and get, it's this man. 6'7", 88 speed, 90 pass rushing in power move, so he can rush the passer, 92 block shed, so he can play the run, and then he also has 89 zone. That's 90 zone powered up. This man can literally do it all. He can be a pass rusher, an inside 3-4 right end and stop the run. He can even be a lurker. You can be your user. You can put lurker on it because of the pass coverage archetype. This man can do it all. There's really not going to be a card like him until Lawrence Taylor comes out, but I don't know if Lawrence Taylor gets that 90 zone coverage. Ted Hendricks he's the best non-DB in the game, best card. I mean, he's the most bang for your buck, the best expensive card, I'd say, in the game, and there's really no budget replacement because no card at the linebacker position can do it all like Ted Hendricks. I have Derek Thomas here, 95k. He's your best pass rushing, I'd say, substitute, a really good pass rusher for 95k, but he's not going to do the same things in coverage in a flat zone, in a yellow, that Ted Hendricks is going to do. At number 2 is going to be what I call Superman himself, Divine Diablo, the rookie from the Raiders. Of course, Raiders theme team. 75k on Xbox, 85k on PlayStation. He is a budget card himself. Now, the best way to use Divine Diablo is going to be your user. 90 speed, he is 6'3". He is a clone of Cam Chancellor. They are the same card when you actually just straight user him. 82 zone and 78 man. We don't care about the zone coverage because you're going to use him. You are the zone coverage. 6'3", like I said, and 90 hit power. Run support, just throw Acrobat on him, and he is the best lurker and the best user in the game. I'm going to show you a couple clips of what this man is capable of. He jumps so high. You think he is Dominique Wilkins as your middle linebacker. He is insane. The next clip I'm going to show you, I'm going to be using the underneath route, and look what route he takes away on this pass. It is a corner route. That route is 15 yards, 10 yards behind him. This next clip is against Throne. Look at the range, the speed. I mean, it feels like this man has 95 speed on the field. And the best way to use this card is as a user. You don't want to put him in a deep middle. You don't want to put him in a deep half, a flat. That is not the best use of this card. This card has insane capabilities when you use him. But every team should have this card. I mean, you don't even have to have him on your shirt. Put him on your bench. If you want to become a sweat, you want to win more games, throw this man as your user, put on Acrobat. He is insane, and he's going to tie in to the #1 player on this list. And obviously, at number 1, it's going to be Cam Chancellor. I thought about not putting him actually on this list. It's a little cheesy, but every theme team, the only thing he costs is time by doing the missions. 92 speed stock, 90 plus zone stock. I think if you get up to 91, he probably gets a 90 plus zone, that being the most important stat. 6'3", 225. Ability-wise, I would throw Acrobat on him. You actually can't get both mid-zone KO and Acrobat on him. It's kind of a only downside of this Cam Chancellor card, but to best use Cam Chancellor actually is I throw Divine Diablo as my user, and then I have Cam Chancellor in a deep zone, preferably a deep blue. He is the best closing time, reaction time combo of any safety in the game. A budget safety, I mean, Divine Diablo is the budget safety, but you're going to see some clips in the background of when I actually used him as a user. Did not have Divine Diablo, or it wasn't out yet. But Cam Chancellor, the best card in the game, best user, best deep safety. That's where I think he's best used. And yes, this is against W. He's going to force a fumble. His presence is known on the field every single game. Built-in enforcer from Madden 20 on the card. You're going to see some clips, more clips in the background. I want to talk about the top 10 rankings videos. These are a newer style of video I've done to my channel. So comment if you want a top 10 cornerbacks, wide receivers. Now, I can't have these videos out every day. They take a while. I go quality over quantity, basically. Like, I like having clips for all the players in the background for you guys to watch, as well as it takes time to get all the info, graphics, and everything. Wow, this video took a long time to make. But if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Daily No Money Spent, market videos, ranking videos. Comment your favorite player you've used in the game today, and like, of course, if you enjoyed the video. And until next time, peace.